Hey, sports card fans, it's John Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. It's been almost a year that I've been taking a monthly look at the top 10 PSA baseball card sales on eBay for cards from the 1980s. And while the 1983 Topps Tony Gwynn rookie card has occasionally made its way onto the top 10 list, the 1983 Wade Boggs rookie card has always managed to fall outside of the top 10. Well, for the month of July, the Wade Boggs rookie card finally breaks into the top 10. In addition to the Boggs rookie card, there are a couple other interesting cards that make this month's list. Now, before I get to the cards, if you see an asterisk next to the current VCP average price for a particular card, it means that eBay sale was not in VCP's database and therefore not part of the current average price calculation. So let's go take a look at the cards that made the top 10 list for July 2024. Coming in at number 10. We have this 1985 O-Pee-Chee Kirby Puckett rookie card in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 26th for $2,395. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $1,781. The record high sale was $3,099 back in April of 2022 through eBay. Now, in a PSA 9, there have been 299 graded copies, but in a PSA 10, there were only 66. Now, there was one other significant 85 O-Pee-Chee Kirby Puckett rookie card sale in July, another PSA 10 copy. This one sold on July 1st for $2,000. At number 9, we have the 1983 Topps Wade Boggs rookie card in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 4th for $2,425. It was an auction. There were 2 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $1,991, but the record high sale was $2,772 back in July of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. Now, there have been 3,593 cards graded a PSA 9, but only 393 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 8, we have this 1987 Leaf Barry Bonds rookie card in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 29th for $2,550. It was an auction. There were 22 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $2,872. The record high sale was $4,500 back in February of 2021 through eBay. There have been 614 cards graded a PSA 9, but only 101 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 7, we have this 1982 Fleer Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 22nd for $2,900. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $2,725. The record high sale was $3,500 back in February of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. There have been 3,022 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 312 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 6, we have this 1985 7-Eleven Twins Kirby Puckett in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 7th for $3,000. It was an auction. There was 1 bid. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $3,207. The record high sale was $4,320 back in December of 2023 through REA. Now, there have only been 58 copies graded a PSA 9. This PSA 10 is one of only 14 that have been graded a PSA 10. At number 5, we have the 1983 Topps Tony Gwynn rookie card in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 8th for $3,383. It was an auction. There were 31 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $3,319, but the record high sale was $4,750 back in February of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. There have been 5,791 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 737 have been graded a PSA 10. Now, there were 2 other significant 83 Topps Tony Gwynn rookie card sales in July, both PSA 10 copies. One sold on July 6th for $3,325, and another copy sold on July 1st for $3,000. At number 4, we have this 1984 Donruss Don Mattingly rookie card in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 14th for $3,955. It was an auction. There were 58 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $3,784. The record high sale, though, was $6,500 back in March of 2021 through eBay. There have been 3,608 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 332 have been graded a PSA 10. Now, there were 3 other significant 84 Donruss Don Mattingly rookie card sales in July, all 3 PSA 10 copies. One sold on July 10th for $3,883, one on July 21st for $3,556, and finally, another copy on July 21st sold for $3,500. At number 3, we have this 1982 Topps Traded Cal Ripken Jr. in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 11th for $6,200. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $5,393. The record high sale, though, was $20,101 back in February of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. There have been 4,413 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 415 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 2, and for the second month in a row, we have the 1986 Topps Traded Barry Bonds, the Tiffany version, in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 28th for $6,235. It was an auction. There were 50 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $5,223. The record high sale was $16,000, reached twice, both in February of 2021, one a PWCC listing on eBay and the other a regular eBay listing. There have been 1,461 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 451 have been graded a PSA 10. And for the third month in a row, the number 1 selling card from the 1980s is the 1989 Bowman Tiffany Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card in a PSA 10. This one sold on July 9th for $8,000. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $8,116. The record high sale was $23,800 back in February of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. There have been 483 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 157 have been graded a PSA 10. Well, there you go, the top 10 PSA baseball card sales on eBay for cards from the 1980s for July 2024. As always, would love to know in the comments what you think about the cards that made this month's top 10 list. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.